Okay, so here's the next step of the brass processing um, phase or step. I think I already said that. Anyway, so um, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the brass into a tumbler. So in my case, um, sorry, let me go back. So there's two, no, I'm sorry, there's three different types of tumblers. There's the dry, there's the wet, and there is ultrasonic. So the dry is the cheapest um, option. It uses either corn cob that's been crushed or walnut that's been crushed as well. Um, so that's the cheapest route you can go. And plus, they've been like doused with like polishing agent and all that other stuff. So it does clean it. Um, so the pros is that for people who are on a budget, this is probably the cheapest route that you can go. The con is that this the dry media that you're gonna use, whether it's walnut or corn cob, it's gonna get stuck in the primer pocket. So in my case, I'm using the corn cobs. Um, so this tumbler is called a Lehman Turbo Pro 1200 tumbler. So Lehman is spelled Lyman. So that's Lima, Yankee, Mike, Alpha, November. And then, so what you do is you get something like this. It's called a Lehman Turbo Tumbler Media. It's a dry media. And if you can't read the smaller letters, I'll read it to you. It says Corn Cob Plus, processed corn cob with vibrant polishing agent, cleans and shines all metal to a high luster. And this is a 4.5 pound container. So yeah, so this is, I don't know if you can see the grains on it, but that's pretty much what it looks like. It does clean it well. The only thing is it does get stuck in that primer pocket, which it does get. It's sort of a pain in the ass to get all that out. So it's another step. So the whole process is. Let me see if you can see it. Okay, so I'll take this top part off and you unscrew it. Okay, take the lid off. And if you're just beginning, what you're going to do is you're going to pour the corn cob media first. Okay, and then you're going to pour the brass. As you can see, I already have some brass in there. And then I'm going to put more brass in there. All right, and then before you close it, you're going to check to see this is the other part that's screwed in to the same rod. This is what keeps this from falling down or spinning, because when this starts spinning, I don't know, it's you don't want that. So after you're done with that, you're going to close the lid again, and then you're going to screw that tight. It doesn't have to be like super tight, but just until, there you go, just until it's tight, just like that. Here's the other con. The dry media, as I learned, when it's vibrating at a high rate like this does, it will spray fumes out of this, like that powder, that polishing agent that's in there. It's gonna spray it all over. So what I like to do, as you can see, you see the marks around here. That's the dry media. That's the polishing agent. So what I like to do is I like to put a damp paper towel on top, and I'll stick it through this, and then you know what, in fact, I'm probably gonna unscrew this because I need to get that paper towel. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the wet paper towel. So what I'm gonna do, let me stick this tape over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna puncture the hole into the paper towel, and then I'm gonna do one side, and then I'm gonna do another side. All right. And then I'm going to screw it in so I can hold this in place. Well, let me see. I should try to flatten this as much as I can. There we go. So I flattened it. Screwing it in. Okay. And okay, so just gonna go ahead and tape this. It's probably not gonna do so much because paper towel's wet anyway, so I just thought it would work. All right, I don't think it's gonna work. Forget it. I'm not gonna do that. That's actually the first time. I just wanted to try it out. Not gonna work out. Okay, and then to turn it on, there's like a little button right here on the center. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. One sec. It's crazy. I guess it does spin around. I thought it didn't spin around. Anyways, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. And so what you do is you just turn it on, and you leave it in there for like say about 20-30 minutes. Then you can take it out afterwards. I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for like 20-30 minutes. While this is going, I have another set of brass that I've tumbled yesterday, so we'll go ahead and move it along to the third step, I guess. So I'll go ahead and turn this on. But, you know, I just remembered. So during the process, you put the dry media in there, and then there's supposed to be like a, what is that called? It's like a lubricant that you can put in there. I've never put lubricant, whatever this lubricant is called. I've never put that in there. I just use the corn cob, and it's always done pretty well. So I'll go ahead and turn it on, and then we'll go and move on to the next process. Okay, so I just turned this off. And just to reiterate my point about how toxic this is, and how much of it flies out, this is the reason why I put this paper towel here. So look, it's white on this side, right? But if you go underneath, you see that? All that could have been potentially been in the air, and you would have walked in here and breathed in it. Look at that. So that's what I mean. So you gotta make sure. I kind of learned this the hard way the first time around. So I figured that I was coughing so badly when I breathed it in, and I even had the garage door open, and it's still like you could still smell it. So look at that. crazy. So that's what I like to do. And then, you know, I just kind of wipe this down just a little bit just to get this off. And then once you, like, like what I like, oh, all right, sorry about that. So whenever I'm handling it, you know, if you want to wear like a nitro gloves or any kind of plastic gloves or something like that, I highly recommend it because that's the one bad flaw about this is that all of this stuff just comes out. I don't know why they like put holes to ventilate this stuff, but you don't want to use this in any of the rooms that are in your house, garage, or if you have like some kind of shed outside that you want to put it in, set up your shop. Okay, yeah, do it that way. Cause, and if you do have it in garage, make sure you open the garage. I didn't open my garage because you know it's at nighttime, so I'm not gonna do that. But this, you know, having to put like a damp paper towel on it, it works for me, so it's good enough for me.